Okay, here we are. We're on the southeast corner of the detached garage. This is the main power coming into the house. Power's coming in below grade. We got um, um, a slip right here on our entry supply conduit. Our PVC, this PVC right here has not been painted. It gets a lot of exposure from the southern. It should have been painted. This is our meter. We can see that we got 200 amps. Okay. This box should be sealed on 3 sides. This box should have been sealed on 3 sides. This is L1 and L2 coming into the structure. We should have non-conductive covers on these. Now that's amazing. They're not required here and they're not required in other places where I have found them. But this is the only place where they're actually required at the moment. And yes, there will come a time, but you know, they're not required here, but they are required here. We do not have protective covers. I do not see a bonding location. This box, this cabinet, has not been labeled as an emergency disconnect. Now, I get it. The fire department is going to see the meter. They're going to see this disconnect here. They're going to put 2 and 2 together. They're not going to have any trouble identifying that, only that it was not identified like it's supposed to. It's supposed to have that identification on it. Over here we got some NM cable that's coming out. I guess it's coming out or going in, to the detached garage, and non-protected. And I have no idea what this cable even goes to. So I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna walk past our door that doesn't fit and our dented doors and water issues coming in through here, through all that, but we're coming in. Now, when I'm over here and I see the conduit coming out and down, I'm saying, and I see that we got a grounding wire hiding behind there. I have reasons to believe, to suspect that we got an electric load center, a cabinet, a breaker box, call it what you will, but I got reason to believe we got one in here. But I can't get in there. I can get in here. This is the main house. This looks like enough breakers. Got a spare down here. Hey, what do you want, buddy? I don't know. I'm just hanging out with all my friends. Okay. Maybe a 15 amp. Okay. So I'm looking for a 20 amp or larger with undersized wires, and I'm just not seeing it right there. That's a 15 amp too. See? So I don't know what this is for. That's our screws. Still, I don't have the bonding location. Still, this cabinet was put in with screws. Screws can pop out, all right, and break. If this house was to experience a tornado or something like that, you've already got a bad day. I get that. But it would have been better if they hadn't put screws in there. We're not supposed to have more than 1/8 of an inch gap between the cabinet and the wall. Okay, if this cabinet melts down, that's what keeps the fire from shooting out here, burning up the paper, going and starting other places, all kind of stuff. We're not supposed to have any paint, overspray, dust, wood shavings, contaminants. No contaminants inside the cabinet. I'm looking at contaminants on top of this, okay, and I'm not seeing any contaminants on top of that. You think there's contaminants behind that? Probably. I'm not seeing any contaminants on these. You think some contaminants behind that? Probably. So, I just don't know about that. We got wires improperly touching the cabinet cover. We do have the non-conductive covers. They're not required here, but it's nice that we have them. L1 and L2 right there. And then again, while our grounding, our main neutral, is supposed to be wrapped with no fewer than 4 wraps. And when I mean 4 wraps, they don't mean 2 wraps here and 2 wraps here. They mean 4 wraps in a nice big spot up there. They do. Wires touching the cabinet cover, and then the cabinet is hand labeled. I can't tell any of that. I have no idea what that means. Most of it, I don't have any idea. Some of it, I got an idea. Got a 40 amp breaker here, got a 40 amp breaker here. We're supposed to have 50 amp breakers for our condensing units. Our condensing units are undersized. So if we have 40 amp breakers instead of 50 amp breakers, that means that these breakers will get hot and trip, prematurely, that the equipment could last a little longer. It'd go on the hottest day of the year. You wouldn't be having an air conditioning guy come out because you had the right size breakers and the right size wires. You went to the right size air conditioner, you'd have that kind of stuff. So let's see. Still try to read it. Still try to read it, Freedmaster. Where's the range? 20 amps is not a range. 30 amps. So I guess we got a gas oven. Okay. I'll find that out later. Then our whole house surge protector, I'm glad we have one, but it's supposed to be installed. It's not supposed to be just laying loose inside the box.